what a start. Pop out that chat. Okay. All right, we're working. Good. So let us continue. Started making this little dude. He still needs a lot of love. We're gonna keep on working on these Astro alphabet cards. Those of you that tuned in last time will recognize this series. So let's see. Last time we made Venus, and that's where we ended up at. Turn on my music and peel my tangerine while I leave Venus up on the screen. And then after that, let's see, that was on Wednesday that I made Venus. And then after that, yesterday, I tackled the solar system card. Where's the solar system card? The solar system, where I forgot to put rings on Saturn until Megs reminded me that I should probably put rings on Saturn. So I did that. And now today, because I think it will probably be one of the more difficult cards, I just wanted to get it out of the way. I'm going to be making the Astronaut card. What happened to the... There we go. And then earlier than that, I didn't stream this, but the starting point for all of this was the heat shield. 8 just for heat shield card. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Sean. No, this is not. This is a transparency mask to get these grains. Alright, so I gotta make an astronaut. And sometimes figures are just the biggest pain. I'm not going to talk a whole lot today just because I just had an hour-long meeting, and so my voice is already... We're starting off with my voice already being a little shot. And then I have my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, I think. And so then I can find out what's happening, why I'm dying. Let's see. He's tethered to nothing. This is actually Sandra Bullock in the thriller Gravity. My layers have become a mess. A huge mess. Oh God, my throat. Eating tangerine because I have no bananas. All right. I mean, on Tuesday I'll find out why I'm dying. Yeah, the banana is gross. Megs hates bananas. Um, let's look up an astronaut glove, shall we? I guess they do all have. I don't want to shop for astronaut gloves. I don't want to do 5 fingers though. We'll do 4 fingers. Have I illustrated any open hands that I can use here? I mean, the old man Link. No, I can't use that hand. Astronaut tether. Where's that tether come out? Does it come out of their stomach like an umbilical cord? That's weird. But I guess that does. Or like the side of their suit. Okay, so this will be his backpack. You got a dope backpack, homie. And looks more like a diver suit. I guess really, like a lot of these things have like half circles, essentially. I still think you all are crazy for disliking bananas. Even banana flavored things are okay. They're not that great. Does it look more or less like a shark face if I put 2 eyes right here? This is a shark astronaut. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make a glove. Oh, it's too big. Or maybe, nope, it's too big. It's too big, doesn't work. Oh god, now it just has needles. It has a mouth full of needles. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna undo all of that before I have to get rid of it later. we're gonna make a great hand. Let's see. Oh, my stomach is grumbly. It does look so much like a shark with just little nubbin hands. Look all like fins. It's really stupid. I'm a shark. I'm a shark. I mean, I like 30 Rock, but I did not get your reference, and for that I'm deeply sorry. Oh god, this is such a mess over here. So how is every? How is there? I'm just working. I realize that when I don't talk much, conversation in chat also dies, but I can't talk a whole lot because of my voice. I don't have any weekend plans. I think my weekend plan is to play Zelda. Unless Megs reminds me of some weekend plan that I should have, and I don't. Megs, you want to come in here and explain to people what I'm doing? His helmet is not right. "2017 Astronaut" is what I want to see. Astro Matt. "2017 Astronaut" does not show very many astronauts, as it turns out. It shows Jon Favreau, I guess. I would ask where you're on a road trip to, but you can't hear me. So it doesn't, it's nothing. Well, part of it is that their helmets no longer look like helmets. It looks like it's like integrated into the pack that they wear. But that looks goofy to me. New blue astronaut suits. Let's see. Well, look at those. So you said these are just for one mission? Let's see. Launch and entry suits. Okay. Oh, those Apollo 8 dudes. You're missing the audio on this sick 2001 YouTube quality video. Interesting. Oh, I guess everyone's waiting for Paul Ryan to make a statement about the failed healthcare bill. I too am awaiting this. Let's see. That arm is terrible. It's tough to do arms that like are in a suit like this because they have no definition. It's not like you can do like muscles or shoulders, or it's just kind of like a weird thing. But are modern astronaut suits orange? Zippy? I don't know. I kind of thought about making the helmet the 2001 shape, which is something like what I think of as it's like a round house. Like that. if any of you all want to pause this and watch Ryan eat a big ol' helping of shit sandwich, that's where you can do it. Let's see. It looks like a hazmat suit. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Thank you for that research, Andy. Paul Ryan is such an asshole. I probably shouldn't listen to political things while I'm streaming. but I really want to watch Paul Ryan eat it. Why can't I select the Earth here? There we go. What are you doing out there? No idea what Megs is doing out there. We'll never know. Oh, you're taping boxes. I can't figure out how to resolve this leg thing. Like, this shadow goes too far back and it just feels weird. And if I move this forward, then that leg just looks like super weird and fat. Weird fat leg. They called him Old Fat Leg. I wonder if he means Old Ben Fat Leg. Okay, so I think there's a happy median somewhere in between that giant fat leg I gave him. Ouch. Old Ben Fat Leg. I'm just imagining some alternate Ben Kenobi where he just has like just this like, gross, large, lumpy leg. Hey, Nico. Old Ben Fat Leg. Wow. Wow. Ugly ponytail. I'm going to ban you from chat. Let's see here. I got to do the hands. I don't want to, but I have to. Do you need help with the box, Megs? I think his hands have to be tinier. We gotta give our astronaut little baby Trump hands. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna be right back. You don't go anywhere. I am going to be right back. I'm going to put the be right back thing up here. And we're back. Adam, yes, I probably am loving Zelda as much as you are. I did not expect it to so quickly jump to like my all-time favorites list. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think these astronaut arms have to be even shorter. Getting proportions right on like stylized figures like this is always tough for me. It's so gray outside here. Yeah, we had to really try to make it not say ass. And I'm still not sure how to go about it. Oh, jellyfish juice. A logo is a representation of a whole company, and companies are usually neither quick or simple, and the logos that made to represent them should not be either. So I could make a quick, simple logo, but you do not deserve a quick, simple logo. No one does. I think what's so great about Zelda? It doesn't hold your hands in a lot of ways that more modern games do, and it really sets you off to explore a world. And like, I guess like in a lot of games, you climb the highest tower and you look around and it shows you all of the icons of all the things that you can explore. And in Zelda, the emphasis is on you climbing the tower and you finding things that you want to explore by putting icons around the map and stuff like that. And like it's just such a breath of fresh air, and I'm continuously finding things that impress me and surprise me. Yeah. I like that the weapons break. I was also a big fan of weapons breaking in Far Cry 2. Well, I mean, if you have a logo in mind, then I don't think you need a designer. I think you need a production artist. I'm making creepy, pointy hands. Ah, what did I do? Oh, I did this the wrong way. Now I'm getting dragged into Twitter conversations about healthcare while I'm streaming. I'm sorry. This is a bad hand. Don't look at this hand. It's a bad hand. I've been dealt a bad hand. Only it's a bad hand that I dealt myself. I'm doing a limp hand to see how it rests. Okay. E is for space elephant. What is E for? Let's look and see what E is for. Let's see. Oh, E is for Earth. Duh. Of course it is. We never did find out where that dude is road tripping to, did we? He totally left us hanging. Oh yeah, that'd go over real well with kids. Just the the bloody interior of a spaceship. Just do a separate event horizon set of flashcards. I have not watched Legion. It's been like on my to watch list, but I don't get FX. And what the hell did it? Fucking Illustrator. Look at this. You want to round the corner? Oh, now it works. Sometimes when you want to round corners, it does this thing where it like does a hard angle. Like, what is that? Yeah, I want to watch it. I just don't get. I don't get FX, which means I would have to watch it through some other nefarious means. Why did these two things not align? I cut this shape out of this other shape, and now they don't align. Why? Why? Illustrator, you garbage. Look at this bullshit. It doesn't align. It's not. It's not set to snap to anything. It's just a garbage program. What the fuck? All right, let's save this. This guy with his disembodied hands floating in space. We're just gonna save it, and I'm gonna quit Illustrator, and I'm gonna relaunch Illustrator. So watch me go through and save all the things. Boy, look at that crappy astronaut card. These things have come a long way since this first tinkering. Everything starts in garbage land. Finger pushing a button. Let's try this again. Yeah, I can show you that if you all. I've streamed some of it before, but this is for the game Bouncy Smash. It's an iOS game. I made all the enemies, so the enemies are all like a robot motif, and it was like trying to convey like what they do as characters with their designs. So the kamikaze dude's a skull. Jumpers have a light that goes up and down. Random has these eyes that will blink randomly. Splitters will split up into this from this dude with the line down the middle into two little guys with one eyes. Yeah, it's a really fun project. All the enemies are wrapped, and we're still trying to figure out some stuff with the heroes. And the feedback that I most recently received that I need to implement is that right now they're concerned the starter, the small guy, and the big guy are the most boring of the bunch, which is totally fair. And we think that a lot of it might be that there's just this like this single horizontal line, whereas these lines are much more interesting over here on the bad guys. So, you have this one making a mouth. You have all of them kind of making this joint on the left side of their head. And here they're just horizontal. And so got to figure out what to do with those to make them a little more interesting. But yeah, so that's that. That's fun. Bouncy Smash. I think you can go to bouncysmash.com. Yeah, you can go here and get notifications. And you wanted to see Lumpy. Let's see. Lumpy. Where is Lumpy? There's Lumpy. Lumpy next to real Lumpy. No, I think Bouncy Smash. It's I have it, but I can't show it to you. It's no, its demographic is just people like us. I don't know what people like us means. Whoever plays iOS games, like it's similar to because you can like get like you just like hop on the enemies because you're always bouncing. And so you can like chain together combos where you like hit multiple enemies without ever touching the ground. And you get power ups. You can like buy power ups in between levels and stuff like that based on gold that you acquire from the enemies. So stuff like that. It's a really fun game, and I was super relieved when I got to play it because I've been wanting to do some like game work for a while, and it's nice to doing some game work for a game that's actually good. It's actually really fun to play. Did you get it, Megs?
Yeah, I put it in that this box that came from Studio on Fire.
Oh.
Big enough to actually put in paper all around it.
You sound exhausted.
I just carried that box up the stairs. It's like as heavy as me.
So worn out packing those boxes.
It's heavy. I hate you.
Do you need me to carry it out to the car for you?
That'd be amazing.
Too bad! You carry it yourself. You gotta build muscle sometimes, Megs. This is 2017 America.
Not today.
Figure it out yourself or fuck off. Man. Okay, let's see. Well, let me know when you... Hey, restarting Illustrator fixed it. So you need help now? Okay. Guys, I gotta help Megs. Can we just make this guy just make him have like a freakish Ninja Turtle hand? Perfect. Alright. I'll be... Let's see. I'll be right back. I should not have yelled with my throat. That was bad. I'll just do this. I'll just sing. All right, I'll be back in a second. this thing on? Mic check, mic check. Boop, 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 boop. Poor Meg's carrying around. She had to carry 144 decks of cards up from the basement. That's how we're sending a box of. We sell those things wholesale, so people buy them, we ship them out. Yeah, because the way they 144 is an oddly specific number. So the way that it works is the U.S. playing card company sends you a pallet full of cards, and on that pallet are boxes. It's a box with 144 cards in it, decks of cards, and that 144 is comprised of little packages that have 12 packs apiece. So they're bricked in there. And so when some wholesalers, they know that that's like the standard shipping, standard way that U.S. playing card ships. So they will in turn order 144 decks because they know that's what size the box is. But the reason that we were having problems was because the last shipment got a little damaged. Some of the packs got messed up. So we were figuring out a way to send them a little more safely, which is what I was helping Migs with earlier. Yep, I confirmed with Megs that I don't have anything going on this weekend, so I can just play Zelda. Thanks, yeah, I'm glad we don't make too many sales on our store. Post Kickstarter, basically all the sales have been through have been via wholesale, really. Yeah, Star Deck, one word, all caps. But, I also kind of recognize that they have a niche appeal, whereas I think something like this project will have a much broader appeal with people. She'll be good, I think. We'll see. I don't know. I always tell myself that, and then I just get disappointed. Disappointed. Adam, what's some advice? I mean, I think the thing that a lot of people don't realize about Kickstarter is the amount that you have to then follow up. Like emailing blogs about it, emailing anyone that might be interested in it. Keep posting about it on Twitter, and you'll be tired of listening to yourself, but you gotta do it. It's just promo, and I hate it, but you gotta do it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any. Is there anything that you have questions about? I would love to help. I just can't. I'm struggling to figure out how I can help you. What's your board game about? I want to know that. Sand has like more fidelity than the entirety of this illustration. Oh, that's cool. I like risk and space. So that sounds like it's up my alley. I hate drawing hands so damn much. There, done, sold. So far, this is shaping up to meet my expectations of being one of the most time-consuming cards. Is anyone here interested in like a Discord channel for stream people that I could do via Patreon? It's kind of like Slack. As a place for us to share lumpy related things that we find, or have discussions about design, or offer advice to each other. I don't know if any of you would be interested in that, but it was something that I was thinking about offering along with the Patreon. Why did I even bother making anything? Why didn't I just use that? Yeah, I guess if you've never used them, it's kind of hard to say one way or the other. I think it'd be cool. Oh, I guess I can tell you all, especially since most people have left. We always have a pretty low turnout, it seems like, on Fridays. But really exciting. I haven't said anything on Twitter yet. Thanks for that follow. I wish I could read your name, but it is Tiny Harmonies. We'll say that. Exciting news. I will be once again illustrating IGN's E3 booth this year, which is super fun for two reasons. Because they're great clients, they're great to work with, and they also, and I guess this is the second reason. There are more than two reasons that it's good news, but also second reason is that they are totally cool with me streaming it. So we will be streaming a lot of video game illustrations for IGN and their E3 booth this year. We already kind of have an idea of what we want to do. And I think starting next week, I guess Friday, maybe starting the week after next, because next week I'm going to start designing concepts for like stylistically how it'll look and present those on Friday. And then from there, we should have an idea of what direction we want to go, and we'll roll from there. Ooh. Shots of your game, huh? This is cool. Awesome, dude. It's exciting. Congratulations on getting this far with it. How do I do the side view? His fingers are so stumpy. Damn you and your stumpy fingers, Astronaut. I mean, I made the fingers stumpy. I did it to myself. Nice. That sounds like a good way to spend a weekend. It's funny because you spend so much time figuring out the hands. I look at other illustrations, and I never think to look at their hands to see how they were drawn. Like, I can think of very few instances where I'm like, those are bad hands. Look, I should have just used this dude as a reference. Let's see. How can I? Okay, I have to also remember that I'm going to be using gradients in this, so I can resolve some of these spatial issues with gradients. I can resolve some of these spatial issues with gradients. Crap, what am I doing here? I need... I'm going to cut away part of this shape. Because right now it ends so far into the thumb. It's like, what would that... It's like the weirdest palm ever. So you Seattle people, I have a question. When I visited Seattle, I went to Seattle for the Dota 2 International, and parts of the city seemed okay, but I think it might just be because I stayed downtown, because I was close to some stadium where they have the tournament. But it just seemed really dirty. Is it that dirty? Or is it just that I just stay in a bad part? I guess that part being downtown. Also, Seattle's downtown is huge. Minneapolis's downtown is very small. It does not take very long to get around. But man, that Seattle downtown, that thing is beastly. Good Lord, everyone, all of you are in Seattle, and all of you are in the Pacific Northwest. I've heard that Portland is facing the same housing issues that San Francisco is facing, and that it is getting very expensive to live as more people decide to live there. I like the intense Portland versus Seattle debate that is taking place. That is taking place. You're in Atlanta? I've never been to Atlanta. Ben, what time is it over there? Mr. England? See, I made the decision to remote work from a relatively cheap city. I mean, as cheap as cities go. It's always going to be a little more expensive, but Minneapolis is not bad. His hand doesn't look too shabby. Oh, okay. It's not that late. I guess I thought you all were further ahead than that, but I was wrong. Oh yeah, that's cool, Adam. I was in your building when I went to Seattle because I have a friend at Valve and got a tour of their place while I was there. So I was in your building. Was it last summer? Yeah, for sure. I think I'll be going back this summer to go to the same Valve event. All right, see you, Zippy. Have fun. Have a good weekend. You're moving to Seattle for school. Nice. This back hand does not feel right. This back arm. Something about that back arm, it makes him look like he has a wingsuit on. I enlarged everything except one finger. Can I just give him like a Darth Vader chest plate? Just with a bunch of little blinking lights. Also, Zach, I meant to say I appreciate your input in the ridiculous Twitter theological discussions I keep finding myself in. I just can't help myself. I can't help it. After a long time living in Kentucky, I swore off theological debates because I was tired of having them all the time. But they're also usually in response to things that Alex Medina posts, and Alex is a pretty level-headed dude who I like talking to. For freelance, do I mostly get work from people reaching out to me, or do I do promotional marketing, cold calling? I would say a majority of the work comes from word of mouth and people getting to me, reaching out to me. We have been doing more cold calling and reaching out lately, though, because the past 6 months have just been kind of brutal. Like, it's been so slow. And so we did a lot of reaching out, but none of it's really turned into anything. And yeah, and so, like, stuff like Star Deck, stuff like this, it's like, these are my attempts. If we put enough products out there, then ideally we'll have a steady stream of residual income, and that will make us less reliant on clients or getting work from other people, ideally. So that's why I'm doing a lot more of these personal projects and stuff. Yeah, and it's like with work being so slow, it makes me lose my mind even more when I see people online telling the advice that they give others is to just work hard and everything will work out. And that's just not That's like insane. That's insane advice. Like, even more than being ignorant, it's just like really dangerous advice, because then you have people going, "Oh, I'm working really hard, but things just aren't working out." I feel bad for the people that listen to that advice, because sooner or later they are in for a rude awakening. Why won't this? It will not connect these 2 points. Connect those points. I would say that hard work is certainly part of it. You should try to keep yourself busy as much as you can. Don't overwork, or you'll get burnt out and be unhappy doing what you do for a living. That's a thing about being a freelance person is, there are days if you are full time somewhere, there are days where you just like don't have anything to do. Like you might have just wrapped up a project and you're waiting for everyone to get their stuff together so you can start the next one. And so there are like breaks built in. But when you freelance, it's like there's always work to do. There's always something to do. And so you're just inherently busy and you got to be careful not to burn out. But you also have to make sure people know about the work that you're making. So you have to always be telling people, always posting stuff on whatever social networks you think are best. But it's like working hard and making good work doesn't matter if no one knows about it. And so that's why it's important to like shout it from the rooftops. But yeah, you can't just make work and sit by and wait for it to click with people, because it just won't happen. And furthermore, you have to keep making work for a long time. Make work that you are happy with. Because if you make work for other people on the internet, like this is what Dribble is. Dribble is just people making work for other designers for the most part. And if you're relying on affirmation from other people, then you're just going to find yourself, you're going to be really unhappy because you're not going to get that. Oh, I don't know that it's great advice. You don't know that yet. You follow it, and then you can get back to me and tell me whether it's great advice. Or don't follow it. And that's the tricky thing, right? Wow, you guys are just late to the party. Well, for a while, the astronaut looked like a shark. You missed that. Which, I feel sorry for you because the shark was really the highlight of this thing. I mean, here, I can give you a peek of what the shark looked like. You can kind of see it, but it was before I added on hands, so um, there you go. There's Sharkonaut. It's really stupid. I think that you're saying amazing, Travis, but I like to think that you're just saying Amazon. Okay, so let's see, and he's got to have a tube. Whee! He's floating. Wee-hoo! He also makes Mario noises, apparently. Yahoo! Yippee! Yow! This is his space umbilical cord. So he's connected to the mama astronaut. It's just some. He's just connected to a larger astronaut through his umbilical cord. Oh, it's so gross, but good. I wonder if he means old fat leg Kenobi. Oh, come on. You've been around here too long to be weirded out. By an astronaut connected to a larger astronaut. You're not fooling me, Leah. I'm unfooled. I remain unfooled. Mom's good. Fat leg? I wonder if he means old fat leg. Old fat leg Kenobi. Stupid. I don't think that the tube should be exiting stage top. I listen to music when I'm streaming. Right now I'm listening to Moby, but I just have it on random. Vampire Weekend, The Lumineers, Nine Inch Nails, Seawolf, Radical Face, Jose Gonzalez, The Shins, Arcade Fire, Dashboard Confessional. Oh, I'm sorry. Nine Inch Nails, M. Ward, Tim Armstrong, The Limousines, The Goo Goo Dolls, The Fratellis, Bruce Springsteen, Architecture in Helsinki, Shiny Toy Guns, Blink-182, Telekinesis, Bruce Springsteen, Nine Inch Nails, Beck, Nine Inch Nails, Beck. That was weird. Of all the music I have. So I just put it on random and just let it go through my library. He has one leg that is fatter than the other. But I don't play the music through here because I put archives of the stream up on YouTube for Patreon backers, Patreon people. And if I put it with music up, then YouTube will mute it or not let me post it for copyright things. Yeah, the patronizers is what I like to call them. That's fun. That's a pretty good curve. I think it could probably come down a little lower. How do people stream Zelda? I guess you'd have to hook up your Switch to the computer, right? Via an HDMI thing. Ah!
Ah!
Scared the shit out of me.
Look at the stamps I got.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah.
WPA stamps. It's funny, I just spent a lot of time looking at these when I was making that poster.
I know.
Have any problems?
No, this older German guy was the post office worker, and he was like, "Okay, young woman, now we are going to do this."
I really like your German accent.
Thank you. I've been working hard on it.
What was that? Okay, young woman.
Young woman, now we will do your second transaction, yeah.
That's deeply offensive, Megs. God, you scared the shit out of me. Toothbrush. Did you get toothpaste?
Did I get toothpaste? I got
Oh, you got two toothpaste.
and 4 toothbrushes. We have the cleanest mouths.
Are you just getting a toothbrush for every day of the week?
No, it's for later.
As if there were only 4 days in a week. Oh, you got a 4-pack of toothbrushes, one for every day of the week, huh?
Yeah. I don't think it's soft. I'm too short to actually see what it says.
What time is it? Oh shit, it's 4:59. Workday's over in 1 minute.
Goodbye, work week.
God. Okay, let's. All right. Well, look, I got this. It doesn't look like a shark anymore.
Hey. It doesn't look like a shark anymore. It doesn't look like a shark anymore.
That's all.
Hey.
Megs is definitely not my friend. She is my wife.
We have a Friday dance.
No reaction from my wife.
Friday dance party.
You are hyper.
I'm really hyper.
Holy shit. You are ridiculous.
The
Okay.
German guy got me hyper.
The German guy got you hyper. Uh-huh. All right, well, everyone, I spent a bunch of time. This astronaut took forever long to make, and it's still not done. But we got somewhere with it, so that's good. But it's 5 o'clock. It's quitting time for old Alex. Time to go enjoy the weekend, play Zelda, play other games, do as little as possible. Glad she encountered that German guy too. So that's it for today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. A plug about my Patreon. Make sure to subscribe and rate and tell your friends about this. Jeff, I might be playing that Splatoon test fire tonight. Hit me up on Twitch or hit me up on Twitter if we're not already friends, and we'll play. All right, bye everyone. Have a great weekend. I'm out.